terrific game. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if he gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings.
Might have a chance. He's at the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside. It's Pryor. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. And now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Quarterback keeper. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, they were packed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get to him as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10.
to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
He's going for a big play downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets.
Breaks into the open. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to do good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting running that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Mays. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Mays.
And that's just a timing error. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll take it himself. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The run inside. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll move the wide receiver.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Jones to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground, it's Davidson. Picks up the 1st down. Still running at the 40. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Upstairs, he's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. seem to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Jones wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. For Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Pryor. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man across the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Davidson. Gets away from one. He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Wesco's got it in the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the 1st half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Boise State Broncos. And it's Texas A&M getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They win their second straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Jones to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for space. It's Pryor. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Gators send out the punt unit. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Under fire. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Mays. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And as a defense, you just went, whoa, he just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of...
That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. He's taking the shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. Running free. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Making side adjustments here. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running the red zone. It's Pryor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Hauls it in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. There's some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Oh, and he missed it. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Off the play fake on first down. Heaves it deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Jones to throw. The short hands, it's ball.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Might be changing the route. Handoff for Ball. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Trying to run, it's Davidson. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Line is set on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put them there. I know that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw again. Escapes the pressure going right. Got out of trouble and throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. The play action fake. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Jones wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. No, he got loose. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game.
Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. QB draw. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Clemson is quick to the line. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Knocked away in.